Hi, welcome to Roseopalknits, our crafty podcast.
This is a January extra, so it's going to be our WIP parade. And I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. So hey, welcome. And this is a January extra. So we're just going to show our WIPs that we are bringing from previous years into 2022. All right, we're going to start with socks and then do accessories, sweaters, and end with the blankets.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
I don't know. How many socks do you have?
5.
I probably have 5. So
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You go ahead. You start.
Okay. We'll start here. All the show notes, we are putting show notes right in the description box below.
Yeah.
So, and
I always forget to say that.
I already showed all of these socks on last week's episode, so I'm not going into detail. I'm just going to show them, basically, and tell you the pattern name. But anyway, so this is Sunday Socks by Petite Knits. All I have to do is Kitchener it. So, and I cast these on in December. These were Christmas Day cast-ons. So, this one is done. That's where I was last week.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, this is the first one. I haven't Kitchenered anything, but I have to.
Oh, okay.
So, that's my first one. It's in a Michael's bag. And then, hold on, let me do this bag first. This is a Mountain State Stitches bag. And these are my 2 vanilla fingering weight socks. So, this one is mine. And it's just a plain vanilla sock with a 1x1 rib, heel flap and gusset, and a wedge toe. And this one's the same on a US 1.5. So those are those for right now. But like I said,
when did you cast those on?
These were cast on
after Christmas.
It was after Christmas, but before the New Year, like the Monday-ish before the New Year. And I forgot to say, the Sunday socks were on a US 5. If you wanted to know. So all these socks are cast on the same time.
In December.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And my other Mountain State Stitches bag has DK weight socks in it. And this one is my vanilla sock. So this is on our website if you want it.
roseopalknits.com.
Yep. And it's the same thing. 1x1 rib, heel flap and gusset, wedge toe. Just DK weight on a US 3. And then this one's Holden's. I have to decrease more. So his isn't done. I'm not ready to Kitchener yet. But this one is a 2x2 rib on a US 3. Also DK weight with a heel flap and gusset and a wedge toe. So those are my socks.
All right.
But if you want to know more details about them, they're all in last week's episode. So.
And you'll be seeing them on the regular podcast as they get finished. Okay, so I have 5 pairs of socks, I believe, as well. And I'm going to try to start with the oldest, although I don't exactly remember dates. Oh.
Hey, I remembered mine. I didn't even do that, but I...
Yeah.
It wasn't on purpose.
So this is in a You Got a Bag. And I am knitting these socks 2 at a time. Well, I'm not knitting them at all. They've been sitting.
She pulled out the bags. I'm like, what do you have in those?
They've been sitting in the UFO pile. They are Clark. The yarn is Clark and L. It was a mystery fall color last year.
2020.
What is going on
Right?
here?
It was 2020, not 2021.
Oh, not 2021. Right.
Okay.
2020. And so these may have been...
I got the one from 21.
Yes, you did.
It's orange.
I may have cast these on in 2020 or early 2021, but here it is. The last time I showed them on a podcast, I was there. I made a little tiny bit of progress and then put them away. And this is just a pattern that I just charted up and wrote down. I'm calling them my autumn lane socks, but I do intend on finishing them soon. But these aren't the needles that I was using.
What are those?
I stole the
those
needles.
Nipples?
Yeah, I stole these needles from the no, I stole the needles that I was using on this project to use for another sock whip, and I just replaced them with these. So I have to put the the needles back on to get that started. But they're fingering weight, so I'm sure I'm using a US 1.5. That's what we're going to go with. And then...
Did you drop your paper?
I did, but that's fine. I can put that back.
That's just lose that paper.
That's just my pattern paper. Here is another sock whip that isn't on the needles, but it is going to go back on the needles, and I am going to work on it. This is another pattern that I was messing around with. That I charted up. Oh yes, it's in a Stitching Plaza bag. It's old, but I love it.
That was
pretty.
Really cute.
And the yarn I am knitting this sock out of is Sweet Tea Yarns by Molly Klein Designs in the Anastasia colorway. It's fingering weight, so like I said, I'm sure I cast on with a US 1.5. And I had done much more on this sock. Like I had almost done the full leg. But then I didn't like how the pattern was working out, so I ripped back and I started again. But these will get finished. These will get finished before summer. That's my goal. But they're on, who makes these? Clover?
I think so. Yeah, it's Clover.
Stitch holder. So it's not, it doesn't even have needles on it.
It's on a body-sized one, too. Not even the small one.
You used what you got. So that's what I had. And then I know I cast this sock on. Now I say that might be wrong.
What is it?
I was thinking this was a cast on. This is just in a little purse that my friend gave me for my birthday. The strap is one of these extra zipper pouches. And I'm pretty sure that I cast this sock on for summer sock camp.
Yeah.
Okay. It does have the correct needles, so I never stole those needles. This is Yarnbrary Hunger Games colorway. It is called the Reaping. And again, this is another pattern that I, was just playing around with. And that's where I was the last time I showed it on a podcast. I made a little bit of progress, knit the heel. Started the gusset decreases and then it went away. But I actually love this sock and this colorway, so I am going to finish this sock this year. 2022 is the year to finish all my whips and knit my sash. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, and then the other socks that I have, you've seen in the most recent episode. I have Chris's DK weight-ish, worsted weight-ish sock. Here it is. I have not worked on it since the last podcast, so I'll just show you real quick. That's where I was when I showed it last. And like I said, I haven't picked it up since. But I am holding Patton's Croy in Midnight colors. I think that's what it is. One strand with a strand of this Opal, which is like a dark charcoal. And I am knitting these on a US 4 because it was a bit thicker than a DK weight. I thought more like a worsted weight. And
Patton's Croy is thicker.
I think it is. It's more like a sport weight. So I cast it on with a US 4, and I think I only cast on, instead of 56, which is what I usually do for him for DK weight, I cast it on 52. Oh, and all the other socks are for me, so they are fingering weight on a US 1.5 with 64 stitches. And then, oh, this was a bag. This is a bag from Noble Character Crafts. Very cute. And my Christmas bags are going to stay out until the projects that are in them are done. And then they'll get put away until next Christmas. But this is a DK weight sock. It's for me, so it's 48 stitches on a US 3. This is yarn that I dyed when Daphne and I had our dye day. And this is a pattern that I am working on and will get written up and put on the website eventually. So that's the first sock with this colorway. Then I modified, while I was knitting that pattern, I modified it in my head, and I was like, now I need to know if that works. So I started the first sock with the modified design, And this is Artistic Lily. Right here. Artistic Lily in the Pink Maiden colorway. Awesome DK base.
That's the one I keep pointing out, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And this is, did I say this is a Noble Character Crafts bag? They're in a Noble Character Crafts. I'm calling this a winter bag. Could be a Christmas bag, but I'm calling
I would think that one's wintry too, not
yeah,
Christmas.
not Christmas.
Because it's a snowman in a barn. Well, it does have a wreath.
Well, that says
But,
Christmas tree too.
I didn't see that.
But so those are all my sock whips right now, and I'm not casting on any more socks until I at least finish another pair. A pair. All right.
I plan on casting on 2 more because I have 2 more needles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to move into accessories.
I only have 1.
You only have 1 accessory? Okay.
I mean, I have 2 more, but I just casted those on, so I only have 1.
What is... Well, I have a shawl, a scarf, and a dishcloth. I'm counting that as a kitchen accessory. So what do you have? A hat?
I have a hat.
No, I thought you had a shawl on the needles too.
I just casted that one yesterday.
I thought you had an old shawl on the
I
needles.
ripped that out.
Oh, you ripped it out.
I used that yarn for Taylor's sweater.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, go ahead, show yours.
So mine's just in a little cake cookie. I don't remember where I got this. It was on Etsy, but I don't remember the shop name. And it's Hufflepuff on the inside. Anyways, so this is a hat for Holden. He picked up the yarn from Yarn Maven. Hold on. I dropped my tag.
Yarn Maven is our local yarn store.
And there's a pop-up shop. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Pop-up shop? Okay, that sounded weird when I said it. It was Apple Fiber Studio. So here's the tag, and it's the colorway is bzzz, like a bee. So here's the yarn, and I'm losing stitches. Anyways, this is his Musselboro hat. So, and I'm already done the increases. I'm increasing right now. So,
I like it.
It's like maybe 2 inches in. So,
Mm-hmm.
that'll get done. I don't like the needles it's on because this side, the join keeps snagging my yarn. So then I sat it down and never switched my needles out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you have to
That's
switch
all.
the needles
it's
out.
it's an alpaca blend. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is. It is 20% superfine alpaca, 60% merino, and 20% nylon. So I didn't want to use it for socks for him. So he's getting a hat, and it's done on a US 3.
It looks very fuzzy. That's
It
from
is fuzzy.
the alpaca. I don't think you can see that, but
I'm
and
hoping
it's
it
super
doesn't
soft.
like irritate his skin up on his forehead or anything.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Slightly worried. He hasn't had anything alpaca that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna fix it while you talk.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw you drop some stitches.
I know. It was only like 6.
All right. This is a Molly Klein design bag, and this is my oldest WIP. It is the Erica scarf, and I think it's the 4th one I have knit, and it's almost done. Like
It's so pretty.
It's going to be finished very soon. Like this is the next project I want to get off the needles. So this is where I was the last time I showed it in a podcast episode, and that's how much progress I have made. And I only have 19 grams of yarn left. So I really should have this done very soon. I just have to make myself pick it up.
I'll yell at her if she doesn't.
No, it's going to be finished. I wish I had it done today. I could wear it to the doctor's office.
It's so cold outside. It's windy. Real bad cold wind.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll definitely have to put my coat on.
yeah, it was bad because I ran outside for a minute.
And, I didn't say what the yarn was. The yarn is... Here's the tag. The yarn is Plymouth Yarn Alpaca Prima. And it doesn't have a colorway name. It just has a number, which is 1130. Very soft. I like the yarn. Looks like it was bought on clearance. It was given to me as a gift years ago. I think I casted this on in 2016, no, 2017, 2018. I don't know, somewhere. When it's finished, I will give you all the details. And I have, this is another bag by Amy of Noble Character Crafts, and in it is my dishcloth cotton. I did not meet my dishcloth goal for 2021. And I have not set a dishcloth goal for 2022. I'm just going to knit dishcloths just so I have some to give out at Christmas because people like getting them. But this is what I have. And I don't know if this is a new start since a podcast episode when I showed dishcloths or if it was on there because it doesn't have a marker. But I need to get this off the needles.
I feel like it was on the needles.
And this isn't the needle that I used to knit my dishcloths with. I stole that for a hat, I think. I think the
Ralph's hat?
Bramble Ridge hat by Cozy Up Knits that I knit for Ralph in November or December, whenever that was. Mm. And I'd like to finish this ball of Knit Picks Dishy.
I should knit
That's my goal for this year, is to finish this ball. Everything else will be bonus if I get more dishcloths than that done.
That's funny.
And my final accessory is in this bag by, oh, I forget that. White Rose Fiber Co.
I was like, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's a big, nice big bag. Bees on it. And then there's more bees on the inside and a different fabric. And I never showed that. Actually, that was an acquisition that never got shown.
We don't always show them, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't always have enough time to. Mm-hmm. The phone storage problems.
So this is my Noah shawl that I started sometime in 2021. And I am using yarn mostly from Willow Tree, minis from Willow Tree, or leftover skeins from Willow Tree yarn. But let's see. Oh, I doesn't look like I've done any work on it since the last time I showed it. So here it is, and all its
It's gonna be huge.
prettiness. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be great. So this is all Willow Tree down here, and then right here, this color, and this color are three of the yarns that I used in my Sunset Highway. So these two, don't need to cover my mouth. These two are Willow Tree, and this one is Queen City yarn. And then they're, keep covering my mouth.
You want me to hold it?
No, I'm almost done. And then this right here is more Willow Tree yarn. So I have some more minis caked up and ready to go. So I'll show them as I knit them.
Is that a bee stitch marker on there?
No, it's a butterfly.
I thought it would be. I was like, that's so cute.
No, it's a butterfly. So I plan to pick this up and start working on it again when I finish the Erica scarf. Like that's going into my rotation because I have a new rotation for 2022. It changes every 2 weeks. Like it's the same projects every 2 weeks until they're done, and then I'll cast on new projects and fill them in the empty spots. Anyway, I have it all worked out in my brain. But I also picked this up from Crazy Sock Lady Co. It's Beachy Breeze fibers, and it's gonna go in there too. And then I'll probably use the rest for socks. But it's called Tranquility, and it's on the Boardwalk sock, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. It's super pretty. All right, that's the end of my accessories.
That's all I have.
All right, so now we're going to talk about our sweaters. I have 3 on the needles.
I have 4.
4.
Well, I have 5, but one was New Year's cast on, so it doesn't count.
Okay. All right, well, you go ahead and start since I just talked.
We'll talk about Holden first. This is, what is it by? Sassy Sacks by Yolanda. Yadi? Y-A-D-I. On Etsy. Mm-hmm. So, this is Holden's sweater. And
here, I'll hold it.
It's the So Basic by Maxim I don't know how to say it.
CYR,
CYR, yeah. I don't know how you pronounce it. But anyways, so that was the last place I showed it, I think. I don't know. Maybe? Anyways, so I'm almost done with the body. I have to do a couple more inches. I think like 5 more inches and then the ribbing. And then the body's done. But I didn't pick it back up. It's done on a US 8, I think. Yeah, US 8. And the yarn is Barocco Ultrafine Wool in the Stonewash color. So, yeah.
And Daphne made some modifications to the sweater pattern.
I couldn't get gauge right.
Yeah.
So,
but
I started with like the 2X size, but then I had to
divide the sleeves for the large size or something.
No, it's like the sleeve. Yeah, the sleeves are large. The body's medium, I think. Something like that. Like my numbers, I had the numbers right. They were fine, but then this was getting too deep for him, and I knew if it didn't fit him right, he wasn't gonna wear it. So if I kept going, it was gonna be too big.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to make sure I have the right amount of stitches to be able to do that ribbing on the sleeves.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even worried about it because I mean, like once you split for sleeves, it's not a big deal. All you have to do is knit straight forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then do some ribbing at the bottom. And then the sleeves is what I have to worry about because of that ribbing. But I'll be fine. I'll figure it out when I get there. But I gotta finish this body first.
Mm-hmm. All right. Should I do one of mine? We'll go back and forth for the sweaters.
Sure.
Okay. So the oldest sweater that I have on the needles is in this bag that my friend gave me with a quote from Jane Austen's Persuasion, which is my favorite Jane Austen novel. And this is what I was calling my Thanksgiving sweater, which I obviously didn't get to wear to Thanksgiving, but that's okay because we didn't leave the house. And now it's first up on my agenda for my new 2022 plan to finish. And the last time I showed it on a podcast episode, I was right here. I've made a little bit of progress on it. I've started the ribbing for the bottom. Will you hold it?
Yep.
Thanks. Ooh, that light's doing funny things. So this is Joji Locatelli's Rituals sweater. And the original sweater is 2 colors, stripes and lace. And I omitted the lace and just did straight stockinette. And I'm, as you can see, using multiple colors. So I did the green as the base color. And then I have the contrast, 5 contrast colors. And I am using all Prairie Spun DK. And the colorways will be down in the description box below. I'm not going through all of them right now because we're trying to keep this video short. But I will be talking about this in the next podcast episode, and that is the final color, that gold color down there. So all colors are in now. But I'm really looking forward to having this color. And this is a non-superwash wool, which I actually really enjoy in knitting. I enjoy knitting with, and I especially enjoy knitting with wooden needles when I use non-superwash wool. I'm usually a metal needle person, but these are Knitter's Pride on a Knit Picks cable. And this is a US, oh gosh, it turned on me. US 9 is what I'm using to get gauge. I did do a gauge swatch. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about.
Alright, so this bag's from Dolphin Collections in Canada. It's also on Etsy. And this is Caroline's vest.
Caroline's my niece.
Yes. She jokingly asked me for a sweater at her sister-in-law's bridal shower a couple months ago. So I said, I'll make her something. And look, it's still curling on itself. So this is the vest number 2 spring edition by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And it's done in Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee authentic hand dyed in the hazel basil color. It's really pretty.
It is pretty.
It has like red and jade speckles through it, is what I would say. I would say that's like a jadey color. But so that's what I'm knitting with this, and it's done on a US. Is that a US? I thought it was US 6. It's US 9. I'm way off, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm holding this double because it is a DK weight pattern. So.
And that's fingering.
Yes, this is a fingering weight. So. Being held double. And I'm almost done. I just have a couple more inches to go. And then I get to do the ribbing.
Because it's a cropped pattern?
It's not cropped.
It's not
this
cropped?
It's a V-neck. So this hits me like here, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, and the armholes go down pretty deep, actually, but not like too deep. So this is actually almost done. So, based on the pattern, too. So, I'm almost done. And I did go back and pick up the ribbing for the arms and the neckband before continuing on the body. So that's done because I felt like it was easier for her to see what was going on if I did that rather than sending her a picture of it without it, because then people are like, what? And don't fully understand. So I did that so she could see what's going on. But yeah, so I want that done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this bag for something else. I like this bag. I am drawn to the very bright and colorful bags of mine. And I feel like those projects I go grab more often than any of the other ones, even though I love the neutral bags.
I was going to say, you're such a neutral
I
person.
love them, but then I like want to use the bright bags. So I mean, I always use that one bag.
Yeah.
Too, under the sea bag.
Oh yeah, from Stitching Plaza.
Yeah, so I don't know. I like that blue. Okay, my nails match it too.
So the next sweater I have is in this bag by Molly Klein Design, and this was what I was calling my Christmas sweater, which I obviously didn't get to wear because it wasn't finished, but it's okay because we didn't go anywhere. And this is the Sigrider. I forget the name of the designer, but everything should be going across the screen anyway. And if not, it'll be in the description box below. And if not, please leave a comment and email us, and we will give you the information. Because I do miss things sometimes when I'm doing the show notes and the editing. All right, so here it is. It is a it's supposed to be a 5-color colorwork yoke sweater. I'll show you a picture. I modified it for 3 colors. And nope. It's in this book. The pattern, and I'm having trouble with the pages, probably because my hands are so dry. Here. And that's what looks like. All right. And I am using Barocco Ultra Wool DK. And this color is called Sour Cherries. The green is, I believe, Pine. And I always forget what the cream or the off-white is.
I always want to say snow, but I don't think it's snow.
Yeah, that's not what it is. So those are the 3 colors. And I love this yarn. This is one of my favorite yarns to knit sweaters out of. And I am knitting the body on I think it's a US 7. Yeah, US 7 on my Chalgu needles. And I knit the color work yoke in a US 8. I don't always go up a needle size when I do color work, but I wanted to for this sweater. I believe I cast it on the neck, the collar, with a US 6. So, and I don't have any plans to finish this sweater before Christmas season this year. So my goal for this year, right, because it's 2022 already. I was going to say next year, but we're in 2022. So my goal for this sweater is to work on it the week that the 25th falls on. So every month it'll get some work on it. And then if we get closer to Christmas and it's still not finished, I'll just pull it out and work on it till it's done. So there's that. All right.
I don't know which one I'm gonna do. We'll do this one. So this is my, what is it called? My Needles Crafts bag. And I love this bag. But I always pick a bigger project to put in this bag because it does fold open. So this is a color work sweater.
It's a wire frame bag.
I love this. What is that? Here, you needed that.
Oh, I do.
Anyway, so this is my Twigs by Joko Otomoto. However you say it. I didn't say that right, but whatever. So, I was working on it, and I'm past the short rows and everything, and I started the color work, and then I messed up, and I have to figure out where I messed up.
It doesn't look
No. I'm where I messed up. This is exactly where I messed up, so I ticked back to where I messed up and put it away. Didn't touch it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is a one-size pattern, and I am using... Hold that. I'm using Queensland Collection United. This is Rosewood, and then that's going to be the color work, and the main color is denim. Same thing. Hey, I found a ruler too.
Oh, wow.
I just bought a whole bunch of these because I couldn't find them. But anyways, so I want this sweater so bad.
Any other color?
But denim.
Denim. Okay.
And it's done on a US 5. So I want this sweater. I have talked about this sweater so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep getting distracted and a little discouraged because it is a full color work sweater. So, and they're different charts all throughout it. So, I want it, but I gotta actually
make yourself
commit
work on it.
to
Yeah.
it,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. Because once I start going, I'm not gonna want to put it down, but I want to knit other things too. So,
yeah.
I gotta decide on when to knit it. Look! What do I have in here? Look, this is crazy, you guys.
This is why you can't
bag.
find
Look.
stuff, because you haven't used this bag.
Hold on, there's another darning needle.
I just bought a whole bunch of darning needles, too,
There's
because I
another
couldn't
one
find
too.
any.
There's a red one in here too.
Oh, wow. All right, so my last sweater on the needle is in this beautiful Christmas bag that was gifted to me by Delightful Works on Instagram. And like I said, my Christmas bags are going to stay out until the projects are finished. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish this project. But I casted this on, I think it was my Christmas Day cast on. And it is Gracious by Espace Tricot. It is a wide stripe, 4 wide stripe sweater. This pattern is free. Or at least it was when I got it.
Most of their patterns are free.
Yeah. And I am modifying it just a bit. I didn't modify the size or anything, just the way that it's going to be 4 stripes, 4 wide stripes with this Yarnberry yarn. There are 4 different Hunger Game colorways. But in between each of the stripes, I'm going to do a 6 round stripe of this Coops Knit Socks Yeah Gray. So, like I said, I cast it on Christmas Day, and this is what I've done so far. I did show this in our last podcast episode, and I haven't worked on it since. It's coming up in this week's rotation. So this first color that I'm using is called Caesar Flickerman. And then the next color I'm going to do is this one, I think.
Is it that one?
No, it's not this one. It's this
That
one.
one.
Yeah, it's this one. The boy with the bread, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
The boy with the bread. And then I'm going to do Primrose Everdeen and then Effie Trinket. And like I said, in between each color is going to be a thinner gray stripe. So, oh, I didn't say what size. Needle. Probably a US 6. It is. Xiaohu US 6. And I'm really looking forward to this sweater. I've been planning this sweater for a long time. Ever since I got
She started getting them and then she decided she was going to do it. And she got those beginning of...
2020?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's when I was doing Clark and L.
Yeah, so it's finally on the needles.
Right, and then this is my bag from Delightful Works. So, and in it, I forgot to show it last time on the podcast, actually. So this is my Felix cardigan.
Oh yeah, when did you cast that on?
I don't remember. In December.
Oh, okay.
But I was supposed to show it, but I forgot to. So it's barely started. This is by Savory Knits. Knitting? Something like that. And it's done on a US 11.
This is soft. Is this Lion Brand?
Yeah.
Oh,
This Lions Brand Woolies in the Rose Heather.
This is No.
My shawl.
Yeah,
My campfire
your other
cozy.
shawl. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I have 4 balls of this. So, and I did swatch. This is my swatch. So hopefully, it is going to be slightly cropped because that's what I can do with my yarn. And I'm fine with that because I don't have any more fitted cardigans. Anyways, like, I mean, this is my cardigan. See my sleeve? Like, my arm's all the way up here. So, I wear,
a drop shoulder cardigan, yeah.
And it's also like 2XL, maybe 3.
She's knitting it on a US 11.
And I'm on the 3rd repeat of the yoke wool raglan details. So, it'll be done soon. It's really quick because, I mean, I did this in like one night.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have to purl, and I feel like I'm way slower at purling than I am at just knitting. But I've never actually timed it.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
I feel like it, but then I'm like, it doesn't really take that long. So I don't know why I feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
that's fine. Look, I messed up a stitch.
Did you bring up your blankets?
Yeah, they're right there.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see them.
Yeah, they were hiding.
All right. So I have one blanket on the needle, and I have talked about it recently because it was a December cast on. It's my Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart, and I'm using my Advent minis that my friend Julie gave me. She gave me 17 minis and an Advent calendar she made for me. There were other little doodads like stitch markers and hand lotion and the other days. But they're from all different dyers, and what is that? Oh, it's just in it. So the last time I showed it on a podcast episode, I was down here. So I have done a little bit of work on it. I usually pick it up on Sundays and do some knitting. But I finished this 20-gram ball, and I'm going to attach a 10-gram because some of the minis were 10 grams. This is Snape from Harry Potter. That was in the Advent calendar. Yeah, you can hold it. I mean, you don't really have to, but
we don't want to see the pretty colors.
The next color I'm going to add is this gray. And then, so the first half of the blanket is, or most of the first half of the blanket is going to be the Advent minis, kind of like memory blanket for my friend Julie that she gave me this Advent calendar. And then the other half of the blanket is going to be in these 3 skeins that my mom gave me a gift card to buy. So then the second half of the blanket will be like a memory of my mother and my Christmas present. So that's the plan for that. And my only goal for this is to finish it by Advent of this year, 2022, because we're going to exchange another Advent calendar with minis. I spilled everything on the floor. Sorry about that. But the blanket is being held in what I call my Black Cat bag by Fat Girl Sewing on Etsy. And I think the last time I checked her shop, she didn't have project bags. She only had face masks and grime guards for cross stitching. Oh, no. I got it. All right.
All right, so mine is the Knitting Dentist bag that I got not that long ago. And this is also the Habitation Throw. But I have made 0 progress on it. So this is where I am. This is where I was last time. And this yarn that I'm currently working on, I'm not going to go through all of them right now. Ooh, they're downstairs. This is Sweet Mountain Crafts Underwater Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very pretty.
It is pretty.
So, but that's it. And I'm on a US 8. Yeah,
Oh,
US 8.
I'm doing mine on a US 6.
Yeah, my gauge is way tighter, so I always go up. So I'm on a US 8. This is the only yarn I'm going to show you right now. So
it has speckles.
yeah, it's got
purple.
like purpley speckles in it, purpley red colors. Yeah, because there's red there. But yeah, so it's really pretty, and I want to knit it. But I got a lot of stuff. And then I have another blanket that I've actually never showed because Holden watches the podcast, and I didn't want him to know about it. But then I stopped working on it anyway, so it didn't matter. But anyways, so this is in, I don't even know where this is from.
A Land's End tote bag.
Yeah.
Mason is their oldest son.
Yeah,
Daphne's oldest son. My oldest grandson.
Her sister-in-law gave me this for at Mason's baptism.
The bag, yeah.
Yeah, so I use it for Holden's blanket. So I'm in the middle of a
She's
row
in the middle
still.
of a round. Or a row, yeah.
Anyways, so you can only see half of it, but this is it. It is just a garter blanket with Lion's Brand Pound of Love held double. So the marling effect is because I have a green yarn and a gray yarn. Hold on. I don't know if I have the tags. They're like squished in here. So the green is winter green. I'm not going to pull them out. I'll mess them up. And I don't have the gray one. So can't tell you the gray color right now. But I do have another one downstairs. So it can be in the show notes. But so this is his blanket. It's done on a US 11. Yep. US 11. So he wants it queen size. And it's huge. So, and I can't work on it with the kids around.
Mm-hmm.
Because they jump on me and I would lose stitches so quick in this. So that's where I'm at. And it will be big enough to be on the queen size bed. But who knows when he'll get it. Let's be real. Plus I don't even have enough yarn, so I have to get more yarn. And I don't know what color to do.
I think you should keep the gray throughout and then maybe add other colors.
I was thinking about adding purple because he likes purple a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Or a different shade of green because they have different greens too. So, yeah. I don't know.
Well, if you have any ideas, put them in the comments below.
I mean, they have a lot of colors too, so I don't know yet. Plus, I need to see how far I can get with the 2 balls that I have right now.
Yeah, because then you can plan how many more you need.
What I need.
That's true.
I might just decide to do like wide stripes and get like way more yarn.
Yeah. All right, so this has been an extra video, and just wanted to say, if you're a returning viewer, we appreciate you so much. We're so happy you're here. And if you're new, we're happy you're here too. We hope you watched the video and you made it this far. And if you like what you see, you consider subscribing. And I just wanted to say that we recently received a comment from someone that said that they had recently found us and watched several of the videos, and they... or maybe I'm meshing 2 comments. I don't remember exactly, but the comment that we've had this comment several times through the last 2 years, was that some people appreciate the relaxed or the casual way that we record an episode, and I appreciate that because I don't really think there's anything too fancy or professional about Daphne or I. We kind of just like to keep it relaxed, and you know, the lighting, we try our best with the lighting, but it's not always perfect, and we appreciate you guys still watching. So we will probably have some more extra videos coming up here soon within the next month. I think we're going to talk about our Make 9. And
we should.
Yeah, and an extra video. And if anyone is interested, I would love to just chat for like 20 minutes about my cross stitch plans for 2022. But if no one's interested, then I won't do it. But I think I have 6 cross stitch WIPs, and I have plans to start 8 more.
Oh gosh.
But I plan to finish the WIPs that I have.
Okay.
So, and I'm like loosely doing WIP Go. I haven't joined the Facebook group, but she gives the numbers in her floss tube episode, so it's real easy to get the WIP Go. But anyway, so I have cross stitch plans, so I could always do an extra video for that. There, Daphne goes yawning again.
Holden was supposed to get a coffee and he didn't. Okay. So I haven't had coffee.
Oh, we didn't say what today is. Today is Monday, January 10th, and it is sunny.
But cold.
Yeah, very cold. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week with a regular podcast episode. All right. Bye.